Okay, so the power is out, you have no internet, whatever, and you're in trouble. I mean, there was just an earthquake that you are, dealing with a lot of things at the same time. You have no idea what the hell you're going to do. I already told you that, your first three priorities were, whatever, and now you took care of that, okay? So now, what are the 10 first things that you probably want to consider after you took care of the urgent things, okay? Because those that you're talking about urgency, they cannot wait. So after you have something hot to you, you're coming down, whatever. Now you think, okay, where the hell are the cell phones, the chargers, and where the hell are the walkie-talkies? If you have two or more cars, you need one walkie-talkie in each car. Okay, this is important because if you don't have a cell phone or whatever, and you need to communicate with the people in front of you, you need that. So, that should be like one of the things that you want to keep in mind. Also, whatever the hell you have that has batteries, you need to charge them. Whatever the hell you think that you need for lightning and charging, you need to take a look around the house and do it. Laptops, whatever. If the power is completely out, you're not going to be able to do this. But there is always someone nearby that will have a generator that you can lend, or you can get the UPS working for doing all of these things, or you can charge things in the car. You can do a lot of things that are important. That's why you want to have inverters in your car. That's why you want to have a lot of power in your car. Okay, if you have a car. Now, assuming that your chargers are in your bags and everything, and you can get them to a place to charge or whatever, now you're moving on to the next thing. The next thing, because from your laptop you can charge your cell phone and all of that, so whatever, you try to figure out. And then you check your EDC. Because if for whatever reason your EDC is missing something, and then you go in the run, and then you're thinking, oh crap, I forgot that I dropped this in this place, or I forgot that I put the key in another place, I don't have it in my usual pocket or whatever, then you're screwed. So first you check all the battery things, then you check your EDC, then you check your bulbs, as in your bucket bags, for every single person in your house. Your EDC, you also want to check for every single person in your house. And then, after you check your bulb, like a quick check, okay, quickly. Maybe it's good if you already had some sort of list in your bulb and some sort of list in your EDC, so that if you're in a hurry, you're not going to forget something because you already have it written down and you already know, okay, this one is there, that's it. It has to be like a very quick thing, okay? Otherwise you are going to screw up, because when we are worried and scared, we miss things, okay? So it's very important that you check that if you have a list. Then you check where the hell is your ice and where the hell is the ice chest. Because if there is no power, then your fridge is going to fail. And if your fridge is going to fail, you need to have a lot of ice. And you need to protect the food that you already have. And you also want to have ice outside so that you can have cold water, because a lot of people, get really freaked and they were really pissed if they don't have drink cold water and stuff. So you really want to have those taken care of as soon as possible. Then you have to take care of the cash and the documents. If you do not have cash, you might want to stop at the ATM. However, if you're already at home and you know that there is no power anywhere nearby, and that means that going to the ATM is going to be useless. So you might want to think outside of the box about who near you has cash that they can lend you. Because there is always someone nearby that will sell you the cash, that will lend you that cash, or that will just give it to you because, your family or whatever. So you need to think about this. Because you can't go out, spend all the gas that you have trying to figure out how the hell to get cash, when you should just try to get it from someone that already has a lot. Hell, for all I know, there are people that, are always dealing with someone that has a business nearby that runs with cash. Like family businesses, they always have cash or something. So you might want to think about that. Ask them for help if you cannot get another way. And if you are, willing to sacrifice other things that, will be later on asked in the relationship. My point is that do not think only about ATMs. You need to think about cash. So who has it? Who can lend it? Who can sell it? who can help you, okay? Especially because without no power, ATMs are just going to be, one of those things that this is probably going to be, robbed or whatever. So then you also need to think about getting something for fire protection for your documents. This is important because if you have a fire or if you need, to protect your documents, you really need a fire protection thing for your documents. And you also need your pet documents. Oh crap, most people will get out in a hurry and they take the pet and then they are stopped because you cannot travel with a pet without no documents, okay? So your pet also needs documents. Take care of that, okay? And again, put them in a food protection thing, and you want to keep copies and whatever. So just try to do your best, with whatever the hell you have. Now, then you do your shopping list for food, groceries, water, whatever the hell you want. But here's the kicker: don't go out and just fill up the car because that's going to just waste your money, and you are going to go crazy. And then you're not going to know where the hell to put all those things. So no, before you do the freaking shopping list of yours, do a menu for the next 2 weeks. Sit down, take 5 minutes, and they say, okay, tomorrow we're getting pizza, we're getting this, we're getting salad, we're getting chicken, we're getting this. And include comfy foods, okay? Lots and lots of comfy food. Because if you buy, for example, black beans, and no one in your family likes black beans, but that is the thing that you got, then you're going to be screwed, especially if you do not know how the hell to cook the black beans, and you didn't buy the things that you're supposed to buy when you buy the black beans, because you're not going to buy the black beans. You're supposed to buy like peppers and stuff to put in it, like onions or whatever. So you need to find that menu. So from that menu, you kind of figure out, what the ingredients might be. You say, okay, you don't have to put an exact amount, but you just say, okay, for the pizza, we are going to need cheese, we're going to need peppers, onion, olives, and anchovies or whatever, So that's it, you write. And then after, you write 3 blocks, so like 1 block with the food, the other one with the ingredients, and then the other one. You go through your house in 2 minutes. It doesn't take more than 2 minutes to open your cabinets and say, okay, I have this, I have this, I have this. I need more of this, more of this, more of this. And then you write it down in the 3rd list. And this one is the one that you take to the supermarket. And that one is the one that you need. Okay? If you go crazy and buy whatever the hell you want, then you're going to figure out, okay, I have a lot of meat, but I have nothing to cook it with. Or I have a lot of rice, but I don't have anything. I have a lot of rice and pasta, but I forgot the ketchup, or I forgot the tomato sauce, or I forgot this. So don't. Just take 2 minutes to do the freaking menu, and take 3 minutes to write down the freaking ingredients, and take 3 minutes to, just go through your cabinets and stuff. It will take you less than 10 minutes to do this, and it will save you money, it will save you headaches, and it will save you a lot of things. So then you go and check your medicines and your first aid or whatever, and if you can divide this list into 2 or 3 people that are helping you, it will be the best, okay? Because while you're checking documents and cash, your sister that lives with you can be doing the shopping list, or maybe your husband can be doing the cash and documents while you do this one. I don't know, because if you're alone, then you're going to have to do all of these things by yourself. But if you are with someone, you can divide and conquer. So then you check the first aid kits, the medicines and stuff, and then you write down, what are the 5 things that you really, really, really want to get. So things for allergies, things for cough and flus and stuff like that, things for fever and pain, and things for stomach pain and diarrhea and all of that. And this one is very, very important, and it is the one that most people forget. Guess what it is? I already told you. Yeah, this one is for injuries that might happen, that might, like you bumping into something and then you need like a cream, or you cutting yourself and you need a cream. Whatever the hell creams you need, this one is for this one, okay? So you get this one, these 5, and then you go move on to the other ones, okay? But that is the first. What is your first thing? Because, when people are panicking, you're going to get diarrhea, pain in your stomach, you have, something for coming in your head, which is the comfy food or all those things, headaches and stuff like that. So that is, kind of like that. Okay, and you're going to bump into a lot of things because you're going to be running and stuff, especially if you're like a pacing all the time, walking nearby because you're upset. So next one, you want to have games and something to calm down and especially to take care of the kids. If you are panicking and you're doing a lot of walking around, you need to have some sort of, setup for the kids so that they can stay there, and you need to have someone taking care of them. If you can't because you are the only one or whatever, you still need to have something for the kids. Something that works, that has no power on it. Because otherwise, you're going to be screwed really bad. Because kids are going to be underwear. And kids get into accidents. And you have no idea how bad it gets. You also need these for your pets. Because pets can feel your stress and they're going to be, barking, crying, whatever. So kids, pets, whatever, you need games, you need something to calm them down and all of those things. And at the same time, at this point, you need to put them, if you are in a place that has mosquito or whatever, you need to put them cream, protect them, for mosquitoes and stuff like that. So these, after you check for the medicines and you buy the medicines or whatever, you need to have some sort of normalcy. And that normalcy becomes, kind of like, okay, tonight we are going to sleep with no air conditioner. So there are mosquitoes, there is going to be sounds, there is, whatever. So you need to figure out how the hell to make a situation for them, your pets and your kids, more normal and tolerable, and especially for teens. Oh crap, that is going to be like hell. But anyway, then after you are helping this situation, then you plan for contingencies, meaning you stay up, you stay alone for a couple of minutes, and then you think, okay, here's the deal. There is a lot of contamination in the air, there are storms, there are whatever, so you think air, water, fire, and earth. So whatever the hell the air brings, meaning, flus, allergies, storms, and whatever, you need to think about that. Water, the lack of water, excess water, all of that. Fires, of course, how to make fire, how to maintain it, how to stop it, the three things. And then earth, as in, okay, what about if there is an explosion nearby? How if the earth moves, how the hell am I going to deal with that? Like, try to protect whatever the hell you can, because if there are a lot of power outages and stuff, there might be explosions nearby, and the explosions are going to move the earth, and that is going to move things, and they are going to fall into the ground. So you need to think about that. And then finally, you think about, the pets in particular, like how the hell is, going to come up to you, because if the pet that you have is not trained, they're going to make a lot of noise and stuff. And you need to figure out how to keep them from making noises and how to keep them quiet and stuff and all of that, because obviously you are not going to, do something stupid just because you can't control the pet. So you need to figure out what. And if they are, you should have thought about training your pet before this situation. But if you can't and you're already, there, then figure out how the hell to deal with pets that are not trained. Okay? And lastly, after you have taken care of all this list, then you take care of your other things, other priorities, like paying the bills, whatever it is that you have in your priorities, like check your email, your social media, whatever. By the way, if you start checking out your social media and all of these things, you're going to go crazy. If you start taking selfish while you're trying to do all these things, you're going to go crazy because you're going to be wasting time and a lot of things. So you need to focus, like really focus. And if you really need to keep up, like there is a time limit or whatever, then you really need to have someone that is like a navigator situation guy or girl that tells you, okay, people, we have 5 minutes to do this, we're going to do this, and someone that is kind of keeping an eye on the documentation and whatever, and because that is important as well. You need to have like a soldier out there, kind of like a scout thing. That tells you, hey, there is someone coming 2 weeks from two blocks from here, so we better hurry, whatever. So you need to have that scout, and you need to have this thing, and you can't have that if you're crazy about just watching social media. So focus on your list and try to make the best with whatever the hell you have. And again, just try not to go crazy in the shopping, because otherwise you will end up, having a lot of things that may or may not be useful, especially, if you have a limited budget and limited space, which are, pretty much everyone. And that's it. I hope that this list is kind of, okay. And if you still have the time and you still have, the resources or whatever, I remind you that down below is my email if you want to send an Amazon gift card, so that, I can buy some things that I really, really want or need. And thank you very much for that, and hope this was helpful. Bye.